forgot to be counting, but hold on. 1, 2, 3. As long as I have 1, 2, 3, 4. My cards fell out in my bag, so I'm counting that I didn't lose any of them. Okay, as long as I have 8 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Yes. Sorry, my cards fell out in my bag. I had to recount them. Make sure they were all here. Hello, everybody. Sorry, I'm so late today. Oh my gosh, it took me a long time to get ready today. It took me a long time. I don't even know. It is late. We're going to be working late today, too. Oh, no. Hi, Lovebug. Hi, Rudies. Lovebug says, where's your little pigtails? They're not here today. They're probably in bed sleeping. Lucky them. Rudy's said, you're late today. I am late today. Thank you for noticing. Let me invite Source really quick. Source, I welcome and accept you into every cell of this reading, every cell of this channel. May you lead and guide these messages today. I thank you for your presence. May we read the truth and only the part of the message that is going to be helping the listeners stand in self-confidence, know themselves better, and know the universe better. Okay. With that being said, we're gonna get started with this reading. Brian G said, happiness is only real when shared. Happiness is only real when shared. You know what? I think my brain also thinks that because I have a hard time doing fun things alone because I want somebody to share those memories, take them to the grave. I think everything is more fun to ever. Yesterday, I even played some games with some of you guys. Well, with one of you guys. That was fun. I really enjoyed it. I hope we get to do it again next weekend. Lovebug said, happy birthday. Thanks. Happy birthday, everybody. Thank you for being born, and thank you, mothers, for suffering for 9 whole months and probably throwing up and having sickness and having a heavy ass freaking ball in your freaking stomach and your back's probably hurting and you have a hard time getting up. Thanks, moms. Even if you hate your mom. Thanks, moms. Even if you hate them. Thanks, moms. I appreciate you. Look, I don't have a good relationship with my mom. I don't really like my mom, but no, I don't want any harm for them, but I'm just like, you is never gonna talk to me again. Who do you think you are? But I'm grateful that they brought me into this world still, even though I don't like them. Okay, I'm gonna start pulling cards too. Last shuffle, and then we'll start pulling cards for the overall energy. Brian G said, oh, that you actually commented twice today. Yahoo! You usually only comment once. They said, thank you for being such a kind soul and a breath of fresh air to the community. I hope you find everything you are looking for in your life. Oh, thank you, Brian. I appreciate that comment. That was a very kind comment. I much appreciate it. We got the 3 of Swords for your past. Oh, that was wholesome. I appreciate it. Rudy said, do you have a bed? You have a bed? I never knew. I thought beds were only special and for only some people. You have a bed? Rudy said. Oh, Mike. I'm sorry. My brain is having a hard time processing. They said hi. Hi, Mike. How are you doing today? Paul Robinson said, hello, everybody. Hello. Alexandro said, I like her unique tattoos. Oh, thank you, Alexandros. I like tattoos. Tattoos are fun and it makes me happy to see tattoos on everybody. Six of Wands for your current energy. What's this button? Aha. Okay, that's what that button is. Okay. So we have the Three of Swords in your past, the Six of Wands in your current energy. I wonder if you've successfully gotten or like healed yourself from pain or past pain. You're feeling very successful that you've been able to move on from something. I don't know if that's what this message is going to be, but Patrick said, you're adorable. I bet Patrick is adorable. I bet you look adorable, Patrick, don't you? I bet so. I bet so. Oh. At first I was like, no, that's not consented. Alexandros, read. No, that is not consented. I will actually hate you if you tell some dude to kidnap me. I will actually hate you for the rest of your life, Alexandros. That is not consented. You're trying to instill fear into me, and I don't like it. I don't want to be kidnapped by no random stranger. I don't even know. That's scary. Don't be saying that. Ace of Cups in the future. Alexandros, you better say something different or you're gonna get banned from here. I know it was a joke, okay? But don't be saying that. That's scary. So Three of Swords in your past, Six of Wands in your current energy, and Ace of Cups in your future energy. It very much does. The energy that this reading is giving off is the fact that you have gone through difficult situations in your past that were difficult for you. Maybe the world doesn't deem what was difficult for you as difficult, but for you it definitely felt difficult. Definitely was difficult. Definitely stung and hurt too. Six of Wands in your current energy. You've definitely gotten out of, like I said earlier, it feels like you've successfully healed or moved on from certain pain in the past. Like, it doesn't bug you anymore. You know that it happened. Like, you have it in your memories, obviously, that these situations happened, that happened, but it doesn't affect you any longer. You may even be seeing, like, the things that you learned from being in such situation. It's like you took, there's a traveler, their name is Teal Swan, and the way that they kind of explain looking at trauma is taking the good parts from it, or not the good parts, but the things that kind of like you deem were good. Like, there's certain things that I went through that made me a better human, even though they hurt in the moment. But looking back on them, I'm like, oh, that influenced me to be a better person. Kind of, sort of like that. It's like you're looking back and you're like, oh, when that happened, I chose to do this, or I chose to go in this direction. And even though in the moment I didn't understand why I went in that direction, Now I can see it kind of forced me to change this about myself or that about myself. Let me catch up here. Mike says, "Where are you?" I am in the United States of Diversity. It is the JD said, "What inspired you to get into cards?" Honestly, well, they always kind of piqued my interest. I loved watching people. I think I most started watching people do readings. And I think it's wonderful. It's literally just like, uh, it's a story coming out because different cards mixed together create a different meaning, and then the energies that the readers pick up on it, and then the like random things that they say, but they kind of like resonate with certain individuals there. I don't know. I think it's really cool. Tarot is really fun for me. Okay. Jugalo, I said, was up, girl? Doing all right? I'm doing wonderful. Thank you for asking. Definitely Tay said, "You're so pretty." Thank you, Tay. I bet you be looking so pretty up in there too. Every day you wake up so pretty. I bet so, Tay. Thank you. Ver, my brain cannot brain today. It says Virgulino in Brazil. Hi from Brazil. Welcome in Brazil. I'm happy to have you here. Hello, let's explore. They said, "Hey, oh hi, welcome in. I'm grateful that you raided today." War Metal said, "Nobody ever cares about the warranty." I don't know what that means. Custom said, "Hi, Booger. Hi, Custom. Welcome in here today. I'm grateful to have you." Crispy Oof. You remind me of the girl who says, "Nor don't gar." I don't know what that is. Sorry, I don't know the girl. Patrick says, "If it's not something positive, don't comment." Thanks, Patrick. Thanks for giving everybody that reminder. Well, unless I say something really disrespectful, and like, well, some people in here just cannot, they cannot see facts, they cannot see truth, but some of you guys can. If I say something disrespectful, then I'm kind of like expecting you guys to be like, "What the heck, that's not okay." So don't always sugarcoat me, because I make mistakes too. I'm not perfect, and sometimes maybe I'll say something that's not correct, so you guys gotta catch me on that too. Don't be letting me look like a fool out here. Okay, let me pull clarifiers for these, and maybe we'll read comments while I do that. Yellow said, "Cool tattoos, madame." So polite. Oh my gosh. Yellow said, "Are you of age?" I am 27. I am 27. Thanks. I guess that's okay if you ask me if I'm of age, because that's a compliment, I guess. Toby is the best. Said, "Hi." Hi, Toby. Welcome in here. I'm grateful to have you here. I haven't seen you in here before, so welcome in. Whoever said, "Why you showed this card?" Because it's a tarot reading. Crispy Oof said, "Does she reply to chat?" I do, but in the beginning of my readings, I am a lot of the time focused into the reading. So you gotta be patient with me. Clarifying the Three of Swords in your past, we have the Two of Swords. Ooh, we're gonna look deeper into what hurt you back here. It kind of feels like you were around the wrong people. The people that were not for you. Whether it be the people that you grew up around or like adult environment. The High Priest is clarifying the Six of Wands in your current energy. Ooh, you know that you're headed in the right direction. It feels correct. You know it's correct. It looks correct. You may be getting a lot of synchronicities too. Yellow said you got that Danish almond milk aura. I look like a pastry. No, that's scary. Don't. I want to live. Let me live. Take me off the pastry list. I want to live. Yeah, somebody's going to pick me up and snack on me, and then I'm going to be poop. No. Let me live. At least give me a fighting chance. I don't stand a fighting chance as a Danish. Okay. Oh, Ben is my name. Said I ate a gallon of pistachio ice cream. You know what? I just recently realized that pistachio ice cream is actually delicious. But I think that's because I'm getting old. I think pistachio ice cream is an old person thing. Because when I was younger, if I thought about pistachio ice cream, I would think that it's revolting and gross. I was like, who would want pistachio ice cream? But that stuff is actually delicious. I think it's an old people thing, for real. Alpha said, hi, I'm from Iran. Hi, Alpha. I don't want to start that conversation. I was going to ask you something, but I'm in the middle of my reading. Hi, welcome in here, Alpha. Nemesis? We have the Hierophant for your future, clarifying the Ace of Cups. Nemesis said, what type of food do you eat? Mostly grocery store food, and I try to find organic foods that are on sale because organic foods but I mostly eat just whole foods. I buy groceries from the store and then make my own food. Okay, but pay attention to the labels and try not to eat stuff that has a cancer warning on it, because if you actually look at the labels, a lot of the food has a cancer warning. So just be careful, because I'm trying to be healthy when I'm old, not have cancer. And literally it's a cancer warning. It's like, bitch, if you keep eating me, you're gonna get cancer. It's a cancer warning. So, pay attention to your foods, you guys. And learn how to look for deals too. Okay. Let me get into your reading. This reading, I'm not ignoring you guys, okay? I'm just gonna read this real quick. It doesn't seem it seems pretty straightforward though. For the past, you had the Three of Swords and the Two of Swords. It almost feels like in your past, you really had a difficult time connecting to those that were around you. And you may have thought that it was your problem, that there's something wrong with like your character where you had a problem connecting to others. But it feels like you realized that these people were just not in alignment with you. Like you would have never gotten along with these people. Two of Swords talks about really like not getting along with others in communication, and it's like not being able to see eye to eye ever. it's like every conversation that would come up, there would be some sort of disagreement. Even if it was like the simplest thing ever, it would turn into like arguments or like, why the heck are you like this, or something like that. It was kind of like blaming, why are you like that, why are you not this way, type of stuff. Definitely a lot of toxic communication and or words being spoken in your past. And I want to say that the communication was also on purpose. It was definitely being done with the intention to hurt the other person. It does feel like at the same time it was not on purpose, because it does feel like both parties were kind of defending the fact that you knew that you deserved better. Like both of you guys were not for each other. Um I'm not sure if like you guys grew up together and that's why you guys were trying to fit this narrative that, or like trying to keep this connection going even though there was so much disagreement. You know, I'm not sure though. Should we find out? But I kind of want to pull your guys' individual cards, so I'm gonna keep it a little bit surface level today. Two of Swords, Two of Swords. In your current energy, we do have the Six of Wands, the High Priestess. It actually maybe even feels like divine protection. Sort of like this connection ended. Even, it was like, it was not, you didn't consciously try to end this connection, but you sort of got taken away from it. You're in a lot healthier place right now. I almost feel like the Six of Wands with like the wands behind them, I feel like there's actually like support. There's people that appreciate your strong suits, appreciate the things that you are good at. They're like kind of like seeing your value. Whereas this person kind of only saw the things that they didn't like about you. You have been moved into an environment where people are willing to kind of like applaud your strong suits, like bring light to them, encourage you. Also, they're not afraid to point out the things that you're good at and celebrate them. I'm not sure. I kind of want to know how you got removed from this environment or what happened. You definitely feel victorious right now. You're only looking forward. You really don't care what happens to this person. I also want to say that you've gotten to feel what the complete opposite feels like, and you're like, oh, there's no way I can ever go back to anybody that would treat me that way. It's almost like you understand if you ever would get into a connection with somebody that is that misaligned with you, you would go insane, you would go crazy. Like there's no way that you would ever choose those feelings over good feelings or feelings of true compatibility? Well, you know that you're headed in the right direction, and I love that. That's real good. Ooh, moving into your future, it does feel like you are almost like trying to rebuild your stance in society or community. You're like kind of trying to find your place in the community. Trying to find hmm. It does. I don't know. There's people that do not like being in society and community, don't really like any interaction, but it does feel like it's something that is important to you. Hmm. I'm gonna finish this reading and then we'll catch up to the comments. We're at 27 minutes. Do I want to say anything else, or is that the overall energy? I kind of want to get back into reading your guys' comments and pulling you guys' cards. I think that might be it. Right now, your focus is really, again, like building your stance in community or finding your place in community. You're really just kind of like celebrating the fact that you've gotten released from such kind of like a heavy feeling. Because being in a connection that you know is harmful to you, hurtful to you, and you don't know how to necessarily get out of it is one of the worst feelings ever. Well, not ever. Look, there's a lot of worse feelings, but it's not a good feeling. I think you're just celebrating having the freedom and not being around something that literally like drains you of your life. It's almost like you're gonna be falling back in love with life again. Instead of like overflowing with thoughts of like hatred for these people that were surrounding you, since you've been removed from this, now you're gonna be like overflowing with thoughts of like appreciation for the things that you can now see, or like there's room for you to see it, because this person or these people obviously took up a lot of your mental space. Like even if you were away from them physically, they would like you knew that you had to go back into that environment, so your being was always affected negatively by these connections. Well, I like that for you. That's gonna be the overall energy for today. Thank you for the people. There's 97 of you in here listening in with your little tiny cute little ears. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's time to pull individual cards. Who wants a reading today? Let me catch up to some of these comments. Let me know in the comments. Be like, pull me a card. And if you're the first comment that I read, and sorry if I missed your comment and you were the first one, I apologize. Roxy says, yo, hi, welcome in. Okay, how far are we up here? Okay, not too far. Good day from Australia. Hello, Mr. Tester Dog. Thank you for being in here. I appreciate it. And hello, Australia. Welcome in here. Preparing said, what is that? What is that? What is that? Ooh, what is that? Why said you are a good person? You are a good person. Why? You project what you are. You're just projecting onto me what you think about yourself. What? I bet you're a good person up in there. Or actually, you can only see in others what you can see about yourself. More in. You can see in others what you see about yourself. Our parents said, what is the card? Sorry, my brain is having a hard time processing comments today. Oh, Sashi said, hi, I'm Sashi. Can you see a card for me? Are you still in here, Sashi? Are you still in here? Let me look. Let me scroll to the bottom. Are you still in here? If you are, I would be happy to pull you a card. Are you in here? Are you in here? And if they're not, Quanta said, hello, Greta. Well, we love Greta in here. Hi, Greta. Hi, Greta, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for all you do for people. I appreciate you. All right, let's see. Lumi says hi. Hi, Lumi. Welcome in here. Benjamin says, you look cool. I bet Benjamin looks cool up in this little box up in there with their eyes looking. I bet so. Thanks. OBC says hello from New York Times. New York, you're from the newspaper? You're the newspaper and you're talking to me? Cool. You're talking newspaper? Cool. Rudy said 27 old. Well, I am getting old. We are getting old up in here. Well, technically, I'm pretty sure the average age for people is getting lower and lower, so I bet I'm pretty old in today's day and age. Mad Bruce said, why is it so labored for you to talk? Because I'm me, and I don't speak like you, and I love me. So if it seems like it's labored for me to talk to you, then you should find a answer for me instead of just judging how I speak, okay? Okay. Topu says, hello, take one for me. Wait, we said, are you in here? And then I kind of didn't look again and I forgot. Wait, I don't think they were in here. I forgot who I even asked. Oh, it started with an S? Oh, wait, Return of Goods is in here. Hi. Wait, who just asked here for a card? Are you still in here? Whose comment did I just read? Repairing? Topa? Are you in here repairing? Do you want a card still? You still in here? Then John Nelson said hi. Robbie Reds, hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome in here. Okay, are they still in here? Hi, Slinger Finger. I see you in here. Welcome, Ed. I don't think that person is in here. Okay, anybody else want a card? Let me know and I will pull you one. Let's see, anybody else? FreeRG said, hey, Bugs. Hi. Hi, FreeRG. Welcome to Booger. Welcome to Bugs. Guns and Gaming said, love the face tattoos. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, Ellison Mods, you're doing a great job. Yes, Mods, I thank you, Mods, for all your work. And thank you, Kale, for noticing their hard work. I appreciate that. Wow, Kale, I appreciate you being kind to the mods. Oh my gosh. Alexandri says, oh. I feel uncomfortable reading that. You should comment something else. Okay. And keep moving. Guns and Gaming says, I need to get a tattoo, how's everybody today? You need to get your first tattoo. You don't have a tattoo? I think that would be cool. I think you should get your first tattoo. Joshua said, "You're so friggin' adorable. I bet Joshua up in there is so friggin' adorable. I bet so. Every day we wake up freaking adorable. Joshua wake up every day freaking adorable." Cash Money says, "Cool tattoos. Thank you, Cash Money. Anybody in here want a card? Let me know if you're not scared of me getting to know you a little better. Let me know." Guns and Gaming said, "Thanks, mods." Thank you, mods. We appreciate you in here. What? I'm kind of out of breath. Okay. Guns and Gaming said, "A lot of trolls today, sadly, or we always be having them. My mods are always working overtime." Jaden Cook says, "Hi, Jaden Cook. Welcome in here." Guns and Gaming says, "Favorite movie genre?" I don't watch a lot of movies, but probably if to watch with friends, I would want to watch horror movies and get all scared with my friends. That would be fun. Or maybe comedies, maybe, but probably movie genre with people that think that Palestinians also deserve to live. I would love to watch any type of genre with Palestinian supporters. Joshua Brownie. I don't know if I want to read that, but you maybe comment something else if you want me to read it. It made me a little bit uncomfortable, just a little bit. Cash said, "Fast trains of thought. Chill. I just woke up. Slow down a little, please. My brain is not processing. It's still booting up. Sorry. Well, we'll try to talk a little bit less fast." Chris Talk said, "Hi. Welcome in here." Rudy's said, "We need some likes up in here. I know, 126 people in here and only 26 likes. Only 26 likes and 126 of you in here. What are you guys up to in there? Chaos." Justin Williams said, "Hi, Justin. Anybody want a card? Oh, Repairing said, "What is the name of this card?" Which card? Antonio said, "Hits home." Oh, the general reading. Are these comments all the way from the general reading? I thought I was caught up. Let me see. Well, we're not too far up here. Return of Guts, hi. They said, "My favorite bugs, hi. Welcome here. I'm grateful that you're in here today." Booger Man said, "Oh, I thought you were talking to..." Oh, I'm not sure. But there's a Booger Man in here. Yahoo. To boogers. Boogers are great, they said. Boogers, and you picked me today out of your nose. I'm grateful to be the booger on your tissue." Rihanna said, "Are you comfortable with me calling you cute?" I am. It's when people add like like weird sayings. I don't know. But if you're just like, you're cute, that's okay. But sometimes people do be saying things weird, and I can see why some of the mods be just getting rid of some of the compliments, because I'm like, I'm just gonna keep on scrolling. I bet Jones is cute up in there too. You see what you are. Bossed me and said, "How old are you?" I am 27. I'm getting old. Alivi said, "What's the tattoos mean?" We'll talk about it someday. Sing your finger. Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Everybody saying hi to Return of Guts. Hello, hello. Anybody want a card? Anybody? 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 A card? I'm waiting to pull somebody a card. 147 of you guys in here. Not a single one of you wants a card. Ooh. Somebody, let me pull you a card, please. Please, please. It's literally for free. Dad said, what does the back of your car say? And it says, "Stop murdering Palestine." And on my boxes. Stop murdering Palestine. Cyclox says, you? It's you. My eyeballs are there looking at my screen, and it's you. Hi. It's you, Mario. It's you. Surfer said, how are you? I am, how am I? I am breathing well, and my blood is flowing well. So I guess I'm pretty good. I'm not visiting the hospital today. Unless somebody, I piss somebody off, and then maybe I'll visit the hospital, but, is he, oh, Dad, are you still in here? Dad, Maggie, are you still in here? Can I pull you a card? They said, I want a card. Are you still in here, Dad, Maggie? Let me see. Yes, okay. Sir, so I welcome and accept you into this card pull for Maggie. May you guide and lead the messages, and let them know what you think that they need to hear. Yahoo! Dad, you're new in here. I'm grateful to have you. Now we're gonna get to know you a little bit better. I have never seen you in here. Welcome in here. Let's see what we have for Dad. The Eight of Pentacles. That's the Seven of Swords on the bottom. Whoa. I do feel like that Eight of Pentacles is your energy. You are either in school, you do have a job. And I want to say that you actually are very focused in on this job. Like when you get into the environment, whether it's school and or work, whatever it is for you, when you get there, you actually are able to focus in. Like time flies for you really fast whenever you're working or whenever you're focused. Then the Seven of Swords on the bottom. Is this you? or somebody around you, the first thing I do want to say is you almost like have extremely high expectations for yourself. And even though, like, let me say from my perspective and from the energy that I'm reading from the cards, it feels like you're extremely focused and like dedicated to your work. But for you, it may feel like you're not doing enough. Like you almost feel like when you sit back to like your mind relax or just like take a break, it feels like you're like, oh no, I'm wasting time and people are gonna think this and that about me. Maybe like it's like your mind, I don't know, it feels like your mind is not being very supportive. Hmm. The Seven of Swords. For some reason, it just feels like your mind is trying to convince you that you're not working hard enough. Oh, and we have the patience behind the Seven of Swords. So it may just be the fact that you're not getting like your fruits of labor right away, and you're trying to convince yourself that you're not working as much as you need to, or you're just very self-critical. But it does feel like you may also be like a straight A. You're very good at what you do. You may be like at the top of whatever environment this is. I don't know if that, let me see. Sounds extremely accurate so far. Yahoo. I'm grateful that you gave me the feedback. Hmm. Yeah, that's what I have. It really does feel like it's almost like you're stealing from yourself, because if you were supporting yourself, you would even like, it's like with, let's say there's, first thing that comes to mind is like a musician. Their surrounding environment is just like a bunch of judgmental people, or people that always just like criticize them, don't believe in them. That musician is probably gonna stay, unless they decide for themselves to believe in themselves. They're probably just gonna not believe in themselves. But being around a supportive environment kind of gives you the ability to be yourself, or like be your best self to the fullest without the extra struggle. But right now it feels like you're just putting yourself through that extra struggle that doesn't even need to be there. Yeah, that's what I have for you. Well, I hope that you get to like evolve out of this, or like move slowly. It's not going to be overnight that you can change this about yourself or start supporting yourself, but I do hope that you get to learn how to be supportive of yourself. That's what I have for you. Kaden said, you're not a psychologist or a therapist, so stop giving people advice. I'm really just pulling people's energies. I don't even know how to like put, like, I'm not here being like I have a, okay, anyways, I'm not even gonna, that's, I don't have nothing to say for that. But Dad said, thank you so much. Genuinely really encouraging to hear. Aw, thank you, Dad. I appreciate you saying that. Okay, we have 10 more minutes. Again, thank you, Dad, for letting me pull your card. I appreciate it. I really like pulling your guys' cards. Oh, there are a lot of mean people in here today. Thank you, mods, again. If I had to be reading all this and I would just be like what some of my first lives. I would just probably going off on these people. How do you guys adults be saying these types of things? Like, how does an adult really be like, yeah, this is a good thing to say, and really send that to somebody? I just don't understand how your guys' minds are like. I just don't understand them. I don't understand them. And I think half of my mods are young too, and it's like kind of embarrassing that younger people can see how that's just not how you treat others, and you guys as adults can't even see that. It's kind of sad. My mods are more mature than half of the adults that comment in here. It's uh okay. Anybody want a card? Anybody in here? Wait. Card, please. Wait, who said a card first? Let me. Rudy said, or Return of God said, don't respond. Thank you, Rudy. Sometimes I need to be reminded because sometimes my brain is just like, like what? I just don't understand. But you guys are just like, just ignore them, and I'm like, thank you. Yeah, don't give them attention. Come back and say something kinder. Okay, Carla, are you still in here? And sorry if somebody asked for a card earlier, but the comments get all mushed up, and I'm sorry. Carla Bronson, are you still in here? Can I pull your card? Yes. Oh, Yahoo! So I welcome and accept you into this card pull for Carla. May you lead and guide the messages and let them know what you think that they need to hear. Yahoo! This is exciting. Carla is new here. I've never seen you in here, well, from what I remember. But maybe you've been in here. Sorry if I don't remember. Welcome in. I'm happy to have you here. Okay, card pull for Carla. Oh, we got the Eight of Cups. And on the bottom, we have the Six of Pentacles. Did I even shuffle the cards? I think I did. Okay, Eight of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. Oh. Okay, first thing I want to say is that you're definitely... You either have a lot of education or you stand, like, your position in society is a pretty high one. It's, like, pretty close to, like, the boss in, like, the ranks of any environment. I want to say you have been very successful with money, with your finances. You also may just be a business owner. Like, you have multiple businesses, or you have, like, your hand in multiple businesses. With the Eight of Cups coming out, the reason I'm saying that, because it feels like you're walking away from something solid. Like, it's not, like, there's nothing that is, like, maybe, like, negative or toxic about an environment. You're just feeling either motivated or encouraged to move on to something else. I don't know. It seems like you've like been a part of a lot of aspects in life. Possibly you are extroverted and you have a lot of friends that work in different aspects as well, and that's kind of how maybe you got opportunities to explore the universe and what it has to offer us. Almost feels like maybe you're more moving into, like, humanitarian work. I don't know if you're maybe it has something to do with what has been happening in the world recently, where like you are wanting to shift your focus in more towards helping people and not so much building your foundation, because it feels like you already have a very solid financial foundation. It's not like you need to go and build it or go and work on it. It feels very solid already. It almost feels like you're thinking of different outlets where you can help others with your money. It's like, okay, I have my solid foundation now. How can I utilize it? It's almost like you're trying to think of the best ways to use this money. Again, utilize it. But also, it does feel like giving back to people with the Six of Pentacles. Let me read your comments. What are you saying in here? Um, I don't think you've said anything so far. Anything else I want to say? I wonder how that resonates for you, Carla. Wait, was it Carla? I think it was Carla. Where is it? Yes, it was. But I think that was for your cards, Carla. I hope that it resonated at least a little bit. Do I have anything else to say? The only thing I'm feeling is kind of like a heavy weight on my heart. I don't know. It feels like whatever you are thinking of doing feels very important to you. Like, I don't know. I'm just feeling like a weight. Like your heart is definitely being affected. I see your comment. Let me read it. You said this is crazy. Definitely a different look on things in my life. Never thought of it financially, but definitely in my art of helping people. Yahoo! I do feel very wholesome vibes from these cards. Aww. Help the art, your art of helping people. That's really sweet. You said definitely a different look on things in my life. Cool. Yahoo! Well, that was your card, Carla. I hope that it was okay. You also said yes. I'm getting ready to walk away from a 10-year relationship. Oh, I wish you all the love, Carla. That's definitely not something easy to do. But obviously, since like that's your decision, I just want to wish you all the best, and I hope that you have people supporting you, and that I hope you have people around you that are able to give you the type of love that you need uniquely at this moment. And not try to force their own opinion of what love is onto you. Okay, Carla, I do appreciate that you let me pull your card. I really like pulling your guys' cards. It's fun. You're welcome, Carla. Yahoo! I hope to see you here again. I hope so. Welcome in here. This is the first time I saw you in here. Okay, we are at an hour mark in 10 seconds, but those are going to be my card pulls for today. We're going to be heading out of here. Carla said, yes, it was my first time in here. Well, yahoo! Welcome in here. I'm grateful that we got to get to know you a little bit better. Okay, everybody. I'm sorry if I didn't read your message. I'm sorry, there's lots of messages and I was doing readings and stuff. I hope to see you next time, though. Martina said, maybe next time. Oh, hi, Martina. I did not read any of your comments. Hello, thank you for being in here. Maybe I'll catch your comments next time. Okay. I think we're gonna get going. AR said, "Oh no, I missed the show." I'm sorry, AR. Maybe next time. Okay, everybody. Again, thank you all the mods. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for liking, whatever the heck, sharing, whatever the heck you did, following. Thank you all the mods again for your hard work and having to read all the negative comments that we always see in here. Hopefully one day I get to compensate you guys because I'm again worried about your mental health for real. So hopefully we get to compensate you there. And that's about it. I'll see you guys again tomorrow, okay? Yahoo! Yahoo! Okay. Return of God said, simply please come back next time. It was a super active chat today, especially for card pulls. Yahoo! Yahoo! Hopefully we get to pull some more tomorrow.